The action is great. I really like Dane DeHaan as Harry Osborn in this. He's a very NYC preppy kid, moved out of the city to go to boarding school by his father. There's the whole subplot with him and Norman Osborn. Norman Osborn ultimately dies, and Harry Osborn becomes the Green Goblin in this. There's a really good transformation scene as he's becoming the Green Goblin. I like his laugh, his look, the score behind the Goblin, and he ultimately does what he does in the comics and kills Gwen. Although it's Norman in the comics, but Gwen Stacy dies kind of in the same way. In this, her head, she gets caught, but her head hits the ground. In the comics, she gets caught and her neck just doesn't make it. And I think Gwen Stacy is one of the best Spider-Man characters out there. I hope she gets her own live action movie, honestly. Other than Madam Web, that's what they should have done. Electro, I like Electro. I like his blue Ultimate look. He's just a kind of a psycho nerd in this. He's much cooler in No Way Home. I'm glad they brought back and I'm glad they made him the more comic book Electro design. Although both are great. I think both are great because Electro is such an OP character, and it's so interesting to see him fight Spider-Man. This movie has a lot of heart, you can tell, but it is overstuffed, and that's kind of its biggest flaw. And it ultimately paid the price because this franchise right here was cut off, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man started 2 years later. No, a year later. They got him in 2015, and Civil War came out in 2016. Andrew has always been my favorite Spider-Man, but Tom might change my mind with this next movie. I recommend this one. There is a Spider-Man movie that I don't like worse than this one. What else can I say? This movie's so stuffed. The Rhino. Paul Giamatti, great actor, but the Rhino is in this too. There's so much stuff in this movie.